So, evaluate this series as far as matchups and the difference from the Hornets to the Mavericks.
That's for you guys to do.
Well, you guys had to work on something different.
Yeah, no, we're obviously, preparing to play a different team. Very good team in the Mavericks. Very efficient team, very well balanced in what they do. They play hard, they play with passion, they play with energy. And, today we covered a lot of things. Tomorrow we'll get a little more specific, but, by and large today was a pretty good day in terms of, stepping away from the old and getting prepared for the new.
Powell said the New Orleans series and preparation for this series now, it's kind of a little wake-up call for you guys now. Would you agree with that?
I'm not going to disagree with my teammate, no. But it implies that we were asleep to begin with, and I don't know if we were asleep. I just think we played a very young team that came out to compete, and they played to win. They didn't play not to lose. And the series pretty much swung on that first game. We dropped that first game, and that kind of changed the tone of things. But from there we went 4 out of the next 5 games and take care of our business. So I don't know if it woke us up necessarily, but I do think it was definitely great preparation for some of the things that we're going to need to do, in particular on the defensive end, to have success as we move through the playoffs.
So you have a guy like Nowitzki who can obviously do what he does scoring-wise and rebounding-wise. How do you go about stopping him or trying to stop him, slow him down?
Well, I think it's important to realize that there isn't any one guy on any team that can beat a team, and so there'll be moments or games where Dirk Nowitzki has a big game, or he scores a considerable amount of points, and we still win. And so similar to what we saw against Chris Paul or other great individual players we've played against, it doesn't matter what that one guy does statistically, as long as we're defensively doing the right things, we're making the right rotations, the right decisions. And if it happens to be that that guy gets more opportunities at night, then we live with it. We can handle covering Dirk Nowitzki as long as we're playing good team defense.
Kidd shot amazingly well in the 6 games against Portland. He's not usually that good of a shooter, but he is a playmaker, and he's a guy who hits big shots. How important is it to limit what he does?
Well, I mean, Jason's a big-time performer, and so it's not a surprise to see him raise his level, in the postseason and continue to lead the team the way that he does. He's not going to seek a high amount of shots. He's going to take what comes to him, and that's an area we'll have to be conscious of. He's really great at low clock situations when the shot clock's running out, or to end the quarters, end the halves. He's willing to step up and take big shots. So that's why we have to make sure we're doing the right things on the defensive end, so that we're not only covering Dirk, but we're also covering all of their guys in the right spots.